The iPhone 5S has proved hugely popular since it launched in 2013, but it's 2014 now and Samsung's kicking things off all guns blazing with the Galaxy S5. Operating system will always count for a lot with users, but it's been half a year since Apple's latest smartphone entered the game, and that can count for a lot. So can the Galaxy S5 shake Apple to its core? The iPhone 5S has a 4-inch IPS LCD display. It looks great, but we have seen better, and the Samsung Galaxy S5's 5.1-inch Full HD offering definitely falls into the better camp. Design is one thing Apple has nailed. The two-tone aluminium and glass body on the iPhone 5S looks great, while the only real complaint being that it's almost identical to the iPhone 5. Unfortunately, the Galaxy S5 just can't compete here, mainly because Samsung's still rocking plastic. That said, the design does feel more solid this time round. The battery in the 5S isn't terrible, but it isn't great either. It could potentially last for ages on standby, but start using it more heavily and things drop off pretty sharpish. The Galaxy S5 has a much bigger power pack and is likely to fare much better. The new ultra power saving mode also promises to eke out even more juice by bringing power usage down to an absolute minimum. You get more storage options out of the box with the iPhone 5S, which comes in 16, 32 and 64GB flavours. The Galaxy S5 only has 16 gigs of internal storage, but can be expanded to a whopping 128 gigs with a micro SD card. The 5S remains the only phone out there rocking a 64-bit CPU. The A7 chip makes it far faster than previous iPhones, and it also stands up well against high-end Android mobiles. On paper, the Samsung Galaxy S5 should be faster with its quad-core 2.5GHz Snapdragon 801 and 2GB of RAM, but until we've put it through its paces, we won't be able to say for sure. Touch ID is the first and best example of biometrics on a smartphone we've seen to date, eliminating the need for passwords and letting you unlock your device with a simple touch. The M7 Motion co-processor lets the phone double as a fitness tracker, registering all your movements while the rest of the device sleeps. The Galaxy S5 takes a leaf out of Apple's books by including a fingerprint scanner of its own, although it's not quite as intuitive or accurate as Apple's. It also has a heart rate monitor and an improved S-Health app, making it just as appealing for fitness fanatics. To top things off, the S5 gets IP67 dust and water resistance. The iPhone 5S is one of the best camera phones around, combining excellent sharpness with impressive low light ability. The True Tone Flash also does a great job of reproducing colours accurately. The Galaxy S5 packs double the megapixels and is extremely fast, taking just 0.3 seconds from focus to photo. It also has a real-time HDR mode and, unlike the 5S, can also shoot video in 4K. The iPhone 5S is still a fantastic phone. We're hoping for a redesign with the iPhone 6, but in the meantime, it's a handset Apple fans can be proud of. That said, the competition just got a lot tougher thanks to the Samsung Galaxy S5. Both are top-end handsets aimed at users who want the best phone around, but it has to be said that on paper, the Galaxy S5 sounds just a little bit more impressive and should be a tempting prospect for all but the biggest Apple fans.